Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today I have a very different video to make. I've been trying to put off making this video because I was hoping this situation would sort itself out, but it hasn't so far. I'm going to get to the possible remedies soon. But basically, I've touched on it a little bit in previous videos. I tried to put up a disclaimer at the beginning of some of my videos, which I think I'm going to stop doing because I'm not sure how much it will help. But basically, YouTube was given a fine by the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, a couple months ago because they had been collecting information from children so that they could give them targeted adverts on their YouTube videos. Now, the first thing we have to point out is to have an account on YouTube, you really have to be over 13. So really, kids shouldn't even be watching YouTube. If they do want to watch YouTube, they should be doing it on the kids YouTube app. But obviously it's really hard for YouTube to police this because they could be watching on their parents' accounts. They could just make an account and say that they're over 13. But basically, COPPA and the FTC have reacted and brought out some new rules which YouTube has adhered to, but unfortunately they're going to affect kids content creators, and I'm using air quotes. I'm going to be using an air quotes a lot in this video because kids content is such a broad brushstroke to put everything under. But anyway, before I get into that, let's talk about what these new rules entail. Basically, from now on, content creators have to label their content as either being made for kids or not made for kids. Now, if I say my videos are aimed at kids, then I will no longer be able to monetize my videos in the same way, and I could lose up to 90% of my ad revenue, which is how I get all of my money from YouTube. And in an even more heartbreaking blow, they are going to take away all community features from videos that are aimed at kids. So that means no comments, that means it won't be boosted by the algorithm, it means you won't get notifications when I post a new video, and honestly, it's just heartbreaking for me. Because having this community, being able to talk to you guys, being able to interact with you and talk to you about dolls has been such amazing part of my life for the past 4 or 5 years while I've been making this channel. I was hoping that I could just say that it's not made for kids, my content, because even though obviously it involves dolls, it involves kids' characters, I don't consider it to be made for kids. My content is made for people like me. I wanted my content to be as broadly appealing as possible. Obviously, I don't mind if kids watch my videos, but the problem with me saying my videos are for adults is that the FTC have threatened to fine anyone if they are mislabeling their videos. So I could be fined up to like $42,000, which is just ludicrous, and obviously I don't want that. The thing that's really frustrating about it is there's a difference between content aimed at kids and content which could be kid attracting, if that makes sense. It's just a shame that as an adult who likes Disney, and I know there's a lot of adults that like Disney, as an adult who likes Barbie, again I know there are a lot of adults that like Barbie, we are now going to be penalised. And basically, in effect, being a doll collector before I had this channel felt very isolating, and obviously having this wide platform and being able to speak to everyone and knowing that there are like-minded people like me out there has been so heartwarming, and it's just such a shame that I feel like I'm losing part of my family, that I'm not going to have that anymore. And it seems incredibly unfair to me. Saying toys are just for kids is a bit ridiculous, you know, anyone can buy toys. The thing is, if I can't make these videos anymore, if I can't monetize these videos and I can't interact with you guys, then I really can't see any point in me making them anymore. But I have a couple of solutions. Number one, the FTC and COPPA, or I don't know what that is, but anyway, they have admitted that they do not really understand what they're doing. They don't really understand YouTube. So they are accepting comments up until the 9th of December. There's a link in my description. If you click that, you can leave a comment and make sure these comments are polite and well thought out. I'll read you my comment in a moment, what I wrote to the FTC. And there's also a petition linked in the description, which you can sign up to really easily, and we need to get as many signatures on that petition as possible, and hopefully we're going to have some kind of reform of this ruling and it'll be changed in a way so that it doesn't so harshly negatively affect people who have anything to do with kids content. Other solutions I'm possibly thinking of, I know that My Froggy Stuff, another great toy collector, craft maker YouTube channel, they are just going to focus more on teen orientated toys and collectibles and stuff like that. So for example, there's a little preview over here into my next video. But I feel like if I made a video about a Disney Store collector doll, I would be able to say that's for adults because these toys are clearly collectibles. So I could still make doll reviews on those. I might try and branch out and make other kinds of videos as well. By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, this new ruling doesn't come into effect until the 1st of January. So that's when YouTube is going to implode. The other thing is please go and subscribe to my second channel. I don't post on it hardly ever, but if this channel does sink, then I will start posting on that channel. So go and look at it. It's called Joey JRJ. I'll put a link in the description to that as well. Also make sure you are following me on Instagram, because if I lose the ability to have notifications on my videos, I will be notifying everyone obviously on my Instagram, so go and subscribe. Lots of other YouTube channels have made much more coherent videos about this topic than I have, so definitely go and do your research and look up some other people. I know Philip DeFranco did a video about it, Delightful did a video about it, and loads of other YouTubers, because honestly this is going to destroy a whole part of the YouTube community, and it's such a shame, and it seems like a very slapdash, badly thought out ruling. So yeah, just to reiterate, the things that you can do to help are sign the petition, write a comment, a well thought out comment to the FTC, make sure you subscribe to my other channel just in case this one implodes, and also make sure you are following me on Instagram. Now, I thought I'd finish this video by just reading out the comment that I wrote to the FTC. I am the creator of the YouTube doll collectors channel Beauty Inside a Box. I make 1 to 2 videos a week. Each video is family friendly just in case kids were watching it. But the news and views I express are fundamentally aimed at adult collectors. I find the new rules not only discriminatory, but also very concerning for the future of content creation on YouTube. I can't begin to tell you how sad I am at the prospect of not being able to interact with my audience. It seems to me that these new rules will basically eliminate content creators for everyone on YouTube. I am sure parents can understand that personalized ads are what fund the creation of this content. Without it, I couldn't possibly afford to devote the time I do to my channel, and I can guarantee that the majority of people watching my channel are adult collectors. I know that my channel and others like it are really important resources and support systems for people within the doll collecting community, many of whom, like myself, are also part of the LGBT community, whose interests are marginalized without this content and the ability to comment and connect on my channel. Personally, I think the best solution for this issue is to 1. Promote the Kids YouTube app as a resource exclusively for kids-directed content. 2. Give clear messages to parents on content that isn't on the Kids YouTube app, that data is being collected, and allow them to make an informed decision about what their children watch. I understand the need not to collect children's data without parents' consent, but I feel that this whole issue has come about because of a lack of communication with parents about the YouTube app and how it collects data and how content creation is funded by these personalized ads. But I really don't feel that it is fair or reasonable or even beneficial to anyone to penalize creators for trying to make content that is inclusive to all. So that's my message. One more point I want to make is that I think COPPA and YouTube haven't really thought out how this is going to negatively affect kids' content. Because I mean, kids' content is basically, I mean anything that could be considered kids' content is just going to be completely wiped out. And that's not what they want. I'm sure that's definitely not what parents want, but that is what's going to happen, because no one's going to want to make, there's going to be no incentive to make kids' content if you can't interact with the audience and you can't make money from it. So that's basically all I have to say on this. Remember those things you can do down in the description if you want to help me, and I just really hope I'm not making my last video at the end of December. I hope something gets sorted and we can continue this community. Thanks for all your help, and I will continue making videos for as long as I can. Bye.